is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here for a bit of a play with some packaging. It's been a long time since I've played with any packaging. But yeah, I've been kind of gradually, well, not necessarily collecting, but you know, keeping hold of packaging. And I thought let's come along and have a bit of a play with some of these packages. Yeah, with some of these packaging packs. For want of a better word. So I'm just going to pull them out. Now some of these are, you know, obviously, in my opinion anyway, nicer than others, you know, or kind of look like they're going to lend themselves better than others. But, you know, let's just kind of have a look and see what we can do. So I'm going to take these three first and then, you know, we'll see how we get on time-wise. So I've got this one, Tim Holtz one, which of course this is lovely because it's straight away, it's a lovely colour. You know, he's got this gorgeous grungy kind of background. So straight away, it's really nice. I've got this one here, which is a Prima marketing one. It's from a clear stamp. It's tiny, from one of those little kind of tiny stamps that they do. So again, I rather like this. I love the fact it's got some script on here and, you know, just like the colour generally and things. And yeah, really nice. This one, obviously, slightly more, you know, problematic from the point of view. There's nothing going on with this so far. It's just completely plain. But that's fine, you know, and hopefully that might even work to our advantage in the end, because perhaps actually this is going to be, you know, who knows, maybe turn out the best one because it's plain. So this one's got a fold over, you know, tab section at the top. So I'm going to start by just folding that or gluing that down. I could have cut it off completely. In fact, to be honest, I'm now thinking, why didn't I just cut that off completely? Because the others haven't got that at all. I don't know why I didn't cut it off. I mean, I still could, I suppose, but I thought we could embrace it. Do you know, it might just actually make it more difficult to work with. So yeah, let's get rid of that. Oh dear, not a good start, is it? I'm probably not even a minute in and I've already backtracked and changed my mind for what I'm doing. So yeah, probably not going to be great. Right, okay, so I've got these. Now I'm going to pull in a couple of stencils. So I've got my stencils now, they're just beside my desk. So let's just pull in a couple of stencils. I'm not sure that's quite right, that one. Let me pull in this one. Hold on. Yeah, this I think is going to work better. I'm sorry, it's now hooked up on another stencil. Yeah, I think this one's going to work better. So I'll put this one back and we will not be using that one. So what I'm going to do, these have got a bit of a sheeny surface. Just going to give them a little bit of a sanding with my nail. It's like a nail block. I know I've talked about these before, but it may have been a long time ago. I bought these from Amazon for, you know, for my nails actually, to try and remove, you know, when you get that gel nail polish. I didn't find them that successful for that, but having said that, they do work really nicely for crafting. So, you know, all was not lost. They've proved useful after all, even if it wasn't their original purpose. So just giving it a bit of a sand down, and I'm only doing that really so that my glue and my paint just sticks a little bit better than it might do otherwise. So, you know, I'm not necessarily trying to get rid of every single last bit, you know, not trying to get rid of like all of the text or anything like that, because we're going to go over it anyway. But I just want to get rid of the sheen so that, you know, anything I'm gluing down or painting on actually does go over it. And I've just noticed this also has got a sticker. I'm just going to remove that sticker because it's one of those clear, you know, like the clear stickers, which, to be honest, probably the paint and things will not want to go over that. Oops, and of course now it's not really coming off in one go, so let's just try and get that off. Okay, so just a bit of sanding underneath there. So that's that one. This one seems a little bit less sheeny, so just a very quick sand down with that. Okay, again, just a bit on this side. I don't want to kind of go too mad because I don't want to get rid of all that lovely scripty part, but I do want to get rid of some of it. So. And then this one is pretty matte on this side. We've just got a bit of a sheen on this side, so I'm just going to even bother, or even, oh, let me start again. I'm just going to sand down just one side, you know, just the shiny side. So like that. I'm so sorry if you can hear the traffic. Got to have my window open, I'm afraid, because it's very, very, very hot at the moment. So yeah, and I'm just going to put it out there. I film ahead, so you know, this may not go up for literally months, you know, it could be months, because I film ahead, and although you'd imagine then that the videos would go up in order, they don't go up in order because you know, some things are seasonal, or some things are maybe a collaboration, or you know, kind of part of something else. So things kind of have then an order that they just get slotted into. So you know, although I'm filming ahead, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to go up in order, and so this would be consecutively with others. This may not go up for 6 months, and when I film tomorrow may go up the next day. You know, it's just kind of one of those things. But yeah, it's very, very hot. So yeah, that's why I've got the window open. Now, I brought along some paints, and oh, stupidly, I've brought along 2 blues. That was not intentional. 2 blues I've got there. I've got a green, I've got a lilac, and I've got this kind of reddy brown, and I've got some white. So yeah, should we go for this? Now I'm wondering, shall I do the green on here? Yeah, let's do the green on the Tim Holtz one. So now I'm not brilliant with stenciling with paint, it's got to be said. So, you know, this is going to be fingers crossed time. So I'm going to just mix that with a little touch of white, because I probably don't want it quite so deeper green as that. Now I'm going to, I think, use my wipe. Okay, so I just want to get just, you know, a bit of pattern going on. So probably quite a bit at the top, where of course I've got like the logo and stuff. So just cover some of that up. Okay, just try and... Okay. Just see how that's coming out. Well, it's not too bad, to be honest. And then a bit down here. Okay, like that. Not too bad, is it? I've just realised I've really done this on the wrong side, because the side that really needs covering up is this one. But that's fine, because I could always gesso over that, you know, to use for sort of journaling on or something. So I'm just going to put this to one side to dry. Okay, let's go in with another one. We don't want to be really boring and have them all the same colours. So I'll just get rid of that green. And I just let's clean the stencil off, otherwise I haven't really got rid of the green at all, have I? I've just transferred it from one place to another, really. Right, okay. Let me just clean that stencil off. Okay. Right, what colour shall we do on the plain one? Don't know. Oh, I don't know. Shall we do a bit of, I don't know really whether this is red or brown, I've got to be honest. Should we do just a bit of blue? A bit of blue with a bit of white maybe. So put some blue down there. This I think is metallic blue. So yeah, let's have a bit of metallic going on. And then obviously the white, I mean this is a white background, so you know how much the white's really going to show up if it was on its own, but I'm using it to obviously tone the blue down. Right, okay, so let's go in with a dry wipe again. So yeah, let's do a bit here. Oh, I love that metallic blue. Isn't that a stunning colour? Okay. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that colour look? Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? That might be all I want on there, to be honest. Yeah, maybe that's all I want on there. So let's move that to one side to dry as well. So I bring this one in. I might just go with the blue just because I've already got the blue here, so I don't want to just waste paint now by, you know, getting rid of this and pouring out some more. So I'll just go with the blue on this one as well. Now I want to go quite heavy up this top parts because it's coloured on there. So I wanted to cover it up as much as I possibly could. So straight away that's covered up quite well, hasn't it? Okay, right, now I'm going to go around a little bit, I think, on the edge of here. And I might do that on the white one, I'm not sure. Just like that. Just smudge it in where there's a bit of yellow there. Okay, right, that one looks good. Let's put that to one side. Right, this one, let's just go around a little bit on the edges as well. Oh my gosh. I mean, I say a little bit and then, of course, went completely mad, but sometimes it's quite hard to just gauge just a little bit, isn't it? You know, before you know it, it's all over. Okay. So, yeah, just something like that, you know. Okay, right, I'm going to clear this up now before I go completely crazy. Oh gosh, now I've used a dry wipe. Right, hold on. Getting my wipes all mixed up. So I've got wet ones here. Right, let's put that to one side. Let's quickly wipe our stencil down. Okay. And then I will go over it with the wet wipe as well. Just trying to be a bit conscientious and kind of, yeah, keep it a bit clean. Right. Okay. Oops. Just mop up the excess. Okay, clean the stencil. Right. Okay, looking good. So let me put that to one side. Right. Let's just check that the desk is now mess free. Don't want to put my stuff down and find that now I'm dabbed with, you know, with blue. Okay, so it's all nice and dry now. Right, now let's bring this green one back in. So, I mean, I love how this looks already, to be honest. Just checking how dry that looks. It's not too bad. Right, I have got some snippet roll here, which I have been playing around with yesterday. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that section look? So I'm just going to cut this down. Not cut it down, tear it down, sorry. Ooh, just before I do go for that, I've also got the hot air balloon one. Which I'm thinking possibly, because this is a long one, maybe goes better on this shape of packaging. Let's just check. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that probably is better, to be honest. It just is a better shape, isn't it? So yeah, perhaps we'll have to kind of stick with that. Loving how that looks so far. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, now I'm using up some bits and pieces that I've got laying around. So I happen to have some more of those little bits from the Taperology stuff that I was, you know, very kindly sent. So I'm going to put that there. Now here, got these ink pads. Now I'm thinking this looks like it's going to be a good colour. Whether or not it will be a good colour is another thing altogether. But yeah, let me pull in my green ink pad. Okay, so I want to just ink this so it's, you know, blending in a bit better. I mean, not that it's not blending in, to be fair, because obviously that background is kind of beige, which of course the lines and text and everything on here are beige. So yeah, it wasn't kind of like not really blending in, but it's blending in better now, isn't it? So yeah, loving how that looks. Okay. Now, do we want anything else? I've got some tickets and things from, again, from the Taperology stuff, which we could have maybe a ticket somewhere. or maybe down here. Just see actually what other coloured tickets I've got, because I'm thinking actually could use one of those ones with some green and things on it, which to be fair, you know, would possibly struggle. Oh, I'm so sorry about that traffic noise. That was a horrible noise, so I do apologise for that. Oh, that one's quite good, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Oh, got a terrible frog in my throat now. It was fine. I didn't have a frog in my throat at all. And then the second that you turn the camera on, lo and behold, a frog develops. Okay. So just pop that under there. That just covers some of that text up as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, like that. Okay, going to get this one down now in the background. Just gluing these bits with wet glue, but I will probably put the snippet roll on with hot glue, I think. So that one goes in there like that. Oh, loving how that looks. That is so pretty. Right, let me just see what green stamps I've got. Shame that that's got all those words stamped all over it, because that was perfect colour, wasn't it? Aha, right, here we go. I thought I had a few more of those, but yeah, for a minute I was stumped when I just couldn't see them for a minute. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's quite nice there. Okay, just put that one in there like that. Okay, and then, oh, what else do we want? Let me just see what labels and things I've got. Got this red one, or I have got loads pre-cut, but let me just see how this red one would look. I mean, I have got that one with pink, but the pink probably is not going to look great, but we'll just see. Because, you know, you never can tell. And I have also got this green, but I'm not sure that's quite right. Well, let's try that as well while we're here, you know. In for a penny, in for a pound, as they say. Okay. I'll just take this one down here. Okie dokie. Oh, it's a bit big, isn't it? Unless we have it like that. Oh, that's quite nice. That is really nice. So, yeah, I love it when you just layer things up sometimes. They just, you know, having those kind of colours poking out behind the other colours just sometimes is all it needs, isn't it? You know, that just has brought that green in. Just looks great, doesn't it? So, yeah, really love how that looks. And so simple. So simple. Okay. Snip that down. Oh, my daughter and I, we're going to go out on our bikes in a minute. We're going to just pop out. But yeah, we're having this heat wave, and oh, just the thought of actually going even out of the house full stop is pretty horrible, to be honest. So now I'm thinking, oh my gosh, why did I say let's go for a bike ride? I mean, don't get me wrong, she'd probably happily not go if I said let's not. But having said that, you want to get out of the house a little bit, don't you? Because otherwise you're just vegetating indoors and not going anywhere. So yeah, I should really be good and stick to our plan. But the thought of going out is just pretty off-putting at the moment, to be honest. But to be honest, I don't know about you guys, but when you go on a bike, although it sounds like you're just going to get hotter, actually sometimes it feels almost like refreshing, like a shower, because you get that breeze suddenly on you that you just don't get any other way. You know, kind of walking doesn't do it, certainly sitting around in the sun doesn't do it. And when you then Sorry, I'm just moving the camera slightly. When you then go for a bike ride, you do seem to get that breeze. So, you know, sometimes it's actually quite refreshing. It's just the thought of it. And to be honest, it's actually the thought of just stepping outside the front door, because that's where it's obviously really boiling before we get moving at all. So I'm kind of like, oh my goodness, you know, do we want to even go out? But yeah, we must. We must make ourselves. So there we go. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous and yummy does that look? Just so pretty, isn't it? And like I say, I think what I'll probably do is just gesso over the back of that on there. So it's then, you know, a writable surface, but I'm not then having to cover it with anything or anything like that. So I think that's, yeah, really, really nice. I have got a couple of butterflies here, so I'm just going to see if we want to have a butterfly. I mean, they're possibly a little bit on the big side, but I do love a butterfly, so maybe that's a bit strange. Oh, let me just have a look at my wax seals for a moment to see if I've got any that are the right colour. Got this one with the bee. Oh, so now put the butterfly in the tray of the wax seals. Got that one with the crown. Don't know if they quite go on there, to be honest. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Now, what should we do as a tab for this? Just having a look around. And do you know what? I'm actually thinking now, should we put some green around the edge? You know, like we did on that blue one. So, yeah, let's just take a bit of green. Should have really done this before I mopped it up and not been so wasteful. But obviously at that point, I didn't know I was going to be doing this, so... You okay, sweetie pie?
Yeah.
I just said how we're going to be going for a walk in a minute. Not a walk, sorry, a bike ride. Right, hold on, sorry, that's my phone. Sorry about that. That was just my little nephew there, you know, phoning for my daughter. So, yeah, she's now on the phone to him. Right, okay, so I was going to go round here, wasn't I, with the, you know, just some paint on the edge. So... let's just do that. And whilst I was then on the phone, you know, waiting for her to come in and take the phone, I just dug out some sari silk as well, which I think we could probably then put through the top hole, you know. So there we go. How gorgeous does that look? Love how that looks. So, so pretty. Right, okay. Let's get rid of that paint. So obviously that paint's a little bit on the wet side, but... let's not let that stop us. Let's just go for this. So I've got this sari silk. Now, do I want to put it through like that, or we could tie it in a bow? I've not really tied a bow in this shape thingamabob before. Yeah, let's go for it and see how it turns out. So, okay. Like that. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that bow look? So hopefully you can see that. Isn't that just so pretty? You okay, sweetie pie?
Yeah.
You're not off the phone already, are you?
No. Today can I get a yelly?
Let's wait and see. There we go. So he was obviously showing her something that he's just bought, which is a shame because now, of course, she wants one. I've never heard of a yelly. I don't... well, I was going to say I don't know what they are. He's just described what it is. Apparently it's a little funny toy that moves faster as, you know, the louder your voice gets. So, anyway. Let's hope they're cheap. Right. Okay, so that is that. Really, really nice, huh? Oh, I love how that looks. So like I say, I probably just put some gesso over the back so that it could be journaled on. And yeah, gorgeous journal card, isn't it? So let's put that to one side. Right, we've got the other two, which were the blue ones. Now I can't see what I've done with the other one. Oh no, mislaid the other one completely. What have I done with that? I have no idea where that's gone. Right, well, we'll just get on with the two that I can see. Oh, here it is. I thought, well, that's a bit weird. It's disappeared altogether. Right, let me just see whether there's any bits on the snippet roll that I used for that other one that would go on here, because I know that I've got this blue section. Oh, that's quite nice on there, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Or I mean, we could even just mix it up with a different colour, you know, just because some of it's blue. We don't have to, you know, we don't have to be rigid and stick with blue, do we? But let's take that. That's quite nice, isn't it? And then let's just see. Yeah, well, let's do this one first. Okay, right. So, yeah. Now I'm thinking, because obviously the background of this is white, which, you know, I don't mind actually, but it is quite, you know, quite stark, isn't it? So let's just ink that background up a little bit, so it's, you know, just less stark looking really. So like that. Don't mind a bit of white perhaps, but not as white as it is currently. So okay. Yeah, that's really pretty, isn't it? Now I'll put that. I'm trying to obviously cover up here the what's that called? The barcode. I'm thinking there of the name of that. Yeah, the barcode. Now I've also got some header pieces which we could include. So let's sort of colour wise see what's going to look quite good with this. I think that one's going to look quite nice. So take that one. So these are just from my labels. I think this is my labels set 2. I think. You just lose track of, you know, the names of things, what kits they come from. But yeah, I think it's labels set 2. So I'm wondering if we could have that. Maybe we need it above. Yeah, maybe kind of something more like that. Yeah, quite like that. Now, have I got any tickets and things from the Tapology stuff that, you know, again, might just go nicely on here? Looking for just anything blue, really. Not sure they're quite the right colour blues. And I've got these ones, which are the vellum-y type tickets. Let's have a look. Oops. That maybe is quite a good one. So let's just have a look. These are stickers. So I'm thinking kind of maybe the vellum-y type stickers might be quite good. Oh, they don't obviously want to really tear down because they're that sort of shiny stuff that doesn't like tearing. Let's have a look. Right, let's put this down. Sometimes just find it easier once you've got one thing stuck down, because it gives you a kind of start point from which to work from, doesn't it? So let's have that there, like that. Okay. Oops, let's press that down. Okay, and then, right, let's peel the backing off. Oh, I just struggle so much when it comes to peeling the backing off of stickers. What is wrong with me? Every single time. Right, there we go. I'm just going to put this down like here. And again, I'm just adding a bit of glue, just for sort of extra precaution really, to make sure this sticks nicely, you know, sticks well. So like that, okay. Oops. Got a bit of a sort of, like, what's the word? What is the word I'm looking for? Oh, I have no idea. Right, I give up. Let's have a look at this. Whether we want one of these anywhere. something like that. Okay. Right, quite liking those. Now, just wondering if we would like any sort of butterfly. And actually, the other thing that I'm thinking we could do on this one is have an orange stamp. So, yeah, put in the orange stamps. Yeah, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? I'm feeling like we need something else over here. Whether or not that's just a bit more stencil detail, I'm not really sure. Let me just have a look and see what I've got floating around on the desk, whether I can use anything from here. Right, let me just tear this down. Oh, that's quite good, yeah. Right, let's ink this up a bit. Okay, put this one down. I mean, this is a very big, you know, base, if you know what I mean. It was a lot of packaging, not a lot of packaging, but a big piece of packaging. So, you know, it stands to reason this is slightly more tricky to actually kind of fill it in because it's got a lot of space on there to fill, you know, which obviously my snippet roll is only taking up a small amount of space. So I've got a lot of extra blank space, if that makes sense. But, you know, I'm also trying to kind of, you know, disguise, I suppose, or, yeah, disguise, hide, you know, cover up. So, yeah, it does take a lot more filling to actually get all of that covered. I'm not saying I want to cover every single bit, but, of course, I do want to cover quite a bit. Right. Let's just take that flower. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Let's just pop that there. And I'm thinking perhaps we could have this here. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Right, I'm going to glue the snippet roll down, again just using the hot glue. Just because this is a bit thicker, so I feel like it needs, you know, heavier glue, really. You know, it's not just kind of a flimsy sheet of paper. It's obviously got several layers, so I need it to be glued down with something a bit more sturdy and durable. Okay. Yep, loving how that looks. And then do we want a butterfly? I think the butterfly is quite nice, isn't it? Let's pop that one just down on there. Yeah, that looks very, very pretty, I must say. Right, let's have a look and see whether I've got any starry silk or anything for this one. Can't see any at the moment. Hold on. That's a bit weird. Maybe I haven't really got any of the right colour. I have got some ribbon. It's not really thick. Oops, not really thick enough. Now I've flicked the piece on the floor. So hold on a second. Let me just pick that back up. Oops. There we go. Right, let me just have a look in my ribbon tray. Oh, what have I got here? Nothing. Would you believe? Oh, what about this? No. I've got this. This is really nice. I could just have it like that on there. And maybe just staple that perhaps at the top. Let me just grab in my Tim Holtz tiny attacher. Okay. Oops. Like that. Okay. like that. So that looks really pretty, doesn't it? Yeah, love how that looks. Okay, so yeah, I think that probably finishes that one off quite well. Just put a little bit of ink, maybe darkening up the, you know, the corners there, or the, yeah, the edges, the corners, just like that. Just, it's giving it a bit more, well, interest, I suppose, really, but yeah, that looks very pretty, doesn't it? Oh, I love how that looks. That's gorgeous. Right, put that to one side. Right, we have the tiny one left to do. Now, I feel like I'm going to struggle with this one. I don't know why. I mean, I've just been sat here saying how difficult those ones were because they're so big. Now we've got this one, which of course is so tiny. Now I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to struggle with this one. So yeah, clearly I'm just struggling with all of them today. Right, let's ink this a bit. Okay, pop that there. I'm so sorry for that traffic noise again. Right, let's just pull in a few fussy cut pieces that I've got here. So let's just have a quick look. Maybe that's quite nice. Oh, well maybe we could even have that. Yeah, maybe even like that. And then what would we want to have on there? That's quite nice actually. Or do we think more, you know, to the side, like that, and then this here? That's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, quite like that. So I'm just going to snip this down here and then just glue this down. Okie dokie. Oops, I want to have it a bit higher to cover up, you know, the bulk of that yellow, really. Okay. I wonder if I could move that even higher. Oops. Maybe like that. Okay, right, take that down. Okay, I can just trim this out here. Very hard to decide which piece I actually want to have on here, to be honest, and I don't think I've now made a very good job of cutting this. It's on a bit wonky, so let me just try and snip this out here so it looks a little bit less wonky on there. Okay. Right, not brilliant methods, but it will do. So I'm thinking maybe the butterfly here. I wonder if we could even have this piece on the other side. So let me just glue this down. Like that. Okay, now I happen to have this laying around, which is just one of those little mulberry flowers, so I'm just going to see whether this might go anywhere. Oops. Oh, God. Okay, that's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, quite liking that. Let me just check that I don't want a different colour. No, I think that was... Yeah, I think that one's quite nice. So that flower I'm going to put on. Get rid of these bits here. Okay. Just before I commit to this, I'm just going to check that I wouldn't prefer to have... Ooh, that's quite nice actually. Maybe instead of going the brown direction, maybe kind of like brighten it up and do pinks instead. That is pretty nice, isn't it? Pretty nice. And I've just got this polka dot ribbon, which I could have at the top. Might have to go for that now. Yeah. Glad I tried it now, because, wow, really love how that looks. Maybe just even something like that. Okay, let's just glue this down. Oh my goodness, look what's happened to my glue. Oh, do you know what happened? That was resting against my hot glue gun, and obviously it's burned through that. So I'm going to be really super messy now trying to make the most of using that glue up. So excuse my really, really, really messy methods here. Right, I'm going to glue this down here. Press with the white, because of course this is smothered in glue. Okay. Right, then we're going to have this one. Oh, that's so annoying. Should have really noticed and yeah, been a bit more conscientious and moved it away from the glue. The hot glue, that is, but oh well. Right. So yeah, we have that one down there. Okay, so again, just using up that glue like that. Okay, that looks nice, doesn't it? Right, keep this glue out of the way. And then I think, yeah, we can finish this off with that pink ribbon, definitely. So let me clear this glue up before I now get that anywhere. Oh, that's so annoying. I can't believe that happened. Just, wow, how annoying is that? Right, I'll just quickly mop down that last little bit. Okay, right. Yeah, love this one. Gorgeous, isn't it? And then I'm just thinking with the pink ribbon, you can just literally, like we did with the blue, just hang that there, staple that on there like that. Okay, and then snip that down. Oh, how gorgeous does that look? Absolutely gorgeous. Really, really, really pretty, doesn't it? So yeah, I hope that you like them. I mean, obviously we've done, yeah, the 3 different ones. So I think they will look pretty different in how they've been finished off. Let me know below which one's your favourite. I'm not sure which one's my favourite now. I'm very drawn to this blue one, actually. I don't know why, but yeah, something about the blue one is drawing me in. But let me know which one that you think is your favourite. And yeah, hope you feel inspired to get some of your packaging out and have a bit of a play with it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks then. Bye.